wherever you are around the world. You are tuned into Arsenal TV, and hope you do come and join us very, very shortly. Now, what this video is my Premier League score predictions for match week 17. I do apologise that I haven't done no score predictions in previous videos. And it's only because I've been ill as well. So yeah, that's why I'm doing a live one today. So guys, what I normally do, if you are new to Arsenal TV, what I do is I run through the results of the previous week, and then what I do is I run through the fixtures of the week that's coming up with the following week, and then what I do, I give you my score prediction for each and particular game. Guys, as I run through the fixtures for next for the next week, for this weekend, please make sure you give me your score prediction for each game. I would like to know what everyone's thoughts are for the next game. So what we are going to do now, we are going to run through the fixtures for match week 16, and I'll give you the results for each game if you don't know them already. So starting off with Saturdays, it was Everton who came out victorious with a 3-1 win against Chelsea. So Duncan Ferguson got his first win as Everton boss, and Frank Lampard got a disappointing result. The next game was Bournemouth against Liverpool, and Liverpool got the 3 points with a 3-1 win, and they are still currently unbeaten in the league. And I think personally, I think that the Premier League title may be already decided, even though Leicester is catching them. The next game was Tottenham against Burnley, and Tottenham won the game 5-0. So Jose Mourinho will be very, very happy with that result. The next game was Watford against Crystal Palace, and Crystal in that game, ended up with a draw 0-0. The last game on Saturday, which was Man City against Man United, the Manchester derby, and Man United came out victorious with a 2-1 win. So there you go. Pep Guardiola has lost another 3 points to catch Liverpool for being that title race. Now we go to the Sunday's results. It was Aston Villa against Leicester, and Leicester picked up 3 points with a 4-1 win. The next game was Newcastle against Southampton, and Newcastle picked up 3 points with a 2-1 win. The next game was Norwich against Sheffield United, and Sheffield United came away victorious at Carrow Road with a 2-1 win. The next game was Brighton against Wolves, which is the last game on that Sunday, and that ended up with a 2-2 draw. And last but not least, the Monday fixture, which was West Ham versus Arsenal, and Arsenal came away with 3 points. Yes, thank God we finally picked up 3 points with a 3-1 win against West Ham. So happy with that result. So happy. But the big test is this weekend for Arsenal. So what we're going to do now is run through the fixtures for match week 17. And I'm going to give you my score prediction for each game. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 games to be played on Saturday. There's 3 matches to be played on Sunday and 1 game on Monday. So let's run through the fixtures. So on Saturday's fixtures, we've got Liverpool against Watford, Burnley against Newcastle, Chelsea versus Bournemouth, Leicester versus Norwich, Sheffield United versus Aston Villa, and Southampton versus West Ham. Now, the Sunday fixtures, which is Man United against Everton, Wolves against Tottenham, Arsenal against Man City, and then Monday, we've got Crystal Palace against Brighton. So let's go into the comments and see what everyone is saying. Arsenal Vlogs Luca. Guys, make sure you head over and subscribe to his channel. Please make sure you do. And he's going with Arsenal won't beat City. I've got a good feeling that could possibly happen. But then again, Man City have not been playing that great recently. So maybe, you never know, we might be able to come away with 3 points. But let's just see what happens. Luca is going with a Man City 3-0. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to give you my score predictions now for each and every game. Okay, so starting off with the Saturday's fixtures, Liverpool against Watford. I think it's very comfortable to say that Liverpool is going to win this game. So I'm going to go with a Liverpool 3-1. The next game, Burnley against Newcastle. Considering Burnley lost 5-0 against Tottenham last time out, Newcastle didn't do too bad. I think they got a win last time out. So I'm actually going to go with a Newcastle 2-1. The next game, Chelsea against Bournemouth. This could be a tight game. It could be. But Chelsea are at home. They're at Stamford Bridge. They've got sort of a good record at home. But I'll go with a Chelsea 3-2. The next game is Leicester against Norwich. I'll go with a Leicester 3-0 for that game. The next game is Sheffield United against Aston Villa. And for that game, could be very, very tight. I only possibly see a draw for that game. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. The next game is Southampton against West Ham. And West Ham are away from home. And West Ham have not been that great on the road this season. Yes, they picked up a couple of points here and there. Southampton, they haven't. I think they're at the bottom. They're in relegation at the minute, so they're finding it very, very hard. And we are coming into Christmas period. So for this game, I'm going to go with a Southampton 2-1. So that's Saturday's ones, guys. For the games that I've done, make sure go into the comments now and give me your score prediction for each game. So I'll go through it. It's Liverpool against Watford, Burnley against Newcastle, Chelsea against Bournemouth, Leicester against Norwich, Sheffield United against Aston Villa, and Southampton versus West Ham. So let's go into the comments and see what you guys think of the results. Okay, so Luca, for that result, he's going with a Leicester 2-0 against Norwich. Okay, I'm going 3-0. Okay, he's now going with a Liverpool 4-0 against Watford. That could possibly happen. Very, very possible that could happen. And he's now going with Wolves to win 2-1 against Spurs. Luca, I haven't done that. I just want your prediction for the scores for the games that I've just read out at the moment. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a break away from that at the minute before we get into the next one. Guys, if this is your first time on Arsenal TV, please make sure you are smashing that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up button and make sure you're commenting as well if you're going to watch this at a later stage. Make sure you share as well, which is very, very important. Guys, thank you to the new subscribers that have joined Arsenal TV. I think we're at 829, I believe now. So we're not far, about 100 on the way until we get to that 1,000. So please make sure I want to know your feedback on the channel as well, because I want to communicate with the subscribers as well, which is very, very important. So it's nice to have that connection as well. So guys, please make sure you are supporting the channel 100%. Okay, so let's go back into the next lot of fixtures. Let's go to Sundays. Okay, we've got Man United against Everton, Wolves against Tottenham, and Arsenal against Man City. Okay, okay. For the people that are joining just now, I've just given my score predictions for Saturday. And if you want to know what I've gone with, I'll read them out again before I give out the predictions for Sundays. I've gone with a Liverpool 3-1 against Watford. I've gone with a Newcastle 2-1 against Burnley. I've gone with a Chelsea 3-2 against Bournemouth. I've gone with a Leicester 3-0 against Norwich. I've gone with a draw 1-1 for Sheffield United and Aston Villa. And for the last game, which is Southampton against West Ham, I've gone with a Southampton 2-1. Right, now, let me just run through it. So we've got Man United versus Everton, Wolves against Tottenham, Arsenal against Man City. Right, so Man United against Everton. I'm going to go with a Man United 2-1. Wolves against Tottenham. I'm going to go with a Spurs 4-1. I'll go with a Tottenham 4-1. Considering they lost to Bayern Munich in the Champions League the other night, I reckon they could bounce back from that and actually get a win in the league. So I'll go with a Tottenham 4-1. Arsenal against Man City. Now, this is going to be the big one. I know we got the win against West Ham, and people will say, yeah, it is West Ham, but you still have to beat anyone that gets in front of you. And this is going to be a tough game. But saying that, Man City have not been that great recently. And Arsenal are currently at home. Now, is Arsenal going to have a new manager time this game comes around? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to go with a Arsenal 2-1. I think that is what I'll go with, an Arsenal 2-1. I think we might just pinch it. The last but not least game is Crystal Palace against Brighton. And I'm going to go with a draw 2-2 for that game. That is what I'm going to go with. So, guys, that is it. That is my score predictions for each game of Match Week 17. Let me know in the comments, as always, do you agree or do you disagree with my predictions? If not, let me know of yours. Guys, if you are going to watch this at a later stage, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button and make sure you are hitting the comments and making sure you're sharing the videos as well. Let's quickly go into the comments for one last time. Lucas says, okay, right, okay, he's streaming. Okay, fair enough. Is there any other comments? No? Okay, cool. So yeah, guys, that's it. That is it. That is it for the Arsenal TV. Guys, check out my preview, which will be out tomorrow. My preview for the Man City game will be out tomorrow, and then the players' ratings will follow after the Man City game. I'm hoping it is going to be a win. So yeah, do keep a lookout for the players' ratings and the preview on Saturday. So guys, yeah, that is it. That is my score predictions for this week for the Match Week 17. Guys, I probably will mention it in my preview as well. There will be no. There will during Christmas. There will be no preview for the Bournemouth game. I believe there will be no preview for the Bournemouth game. There might be a players' ratings for the Bournemouth game though. It's only because I'm away for Christmas and I'm taking a break away from YouTube for that week, so I will not be on YouTube at all from the 20th to the 28th. So those are the dates from the 20th to the 28th. I will not be on YouTube at all. I'm taking a break away from it. But feel free to keep, putting your comments down in the videos that are going to be coming out, especially my preview players' ratings for the Man City game. There will be a preview for the Everton game, which will be before I go away, which will be on the 19th. And then the players' ratings for that will be out as well on that Saturday. So I thought I'd just give you guys the heads up. Guys, so that's it. Until my preview on Saturday, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.